Some scientists argue that these massive changes in sea ice conditions in the Arctic is a harbinger for climatic change to come to the rest of the planet. But if so, why is it that the Arctic is changing so rapidly? What makes it so sensitive to changes in its climate? There are many factors that make the Arctic sensitive to climate change. The atmosphere of the Arctic is distinct compared to that found at lower latitudes. It's thinner and contains much less water vapour. A consequence of this is there's less things that get in the way to diffuse the sun's heat into the atmosphere, meaning more of the sun's energy in the Arctic is directed onto the surface. The Arctic's atmosphere isn't just thinner, it's also colder. This means that of the heat energy that is diffused into the atmosphere, this goes directly into heating that atmosphere. Thirdly, and most interestingly, is the effect that the sea ice has on the temperature of the Arctic. Ice is white and reflects much of the heat back up into the atmosphere. As ice is lost and replaced with the dark coloured ocean, suddenly the surface of the Arctic becomes more amenable to soaking in some of the sun's rays. Scientists call this positive feedback loop the albedo effect, with a little bit of ice loss begetting higher and higher rates of warming. Even in this environment that is known to be highly sensitive to shifts in climate, scientists are being taken aback by the speed of change. The Arctic has the ominous privilege of being an experimental testing ground. Models made decades ago predicting changes in sea ice are now coming true. Further, it's shown that the scientific consensus of how fast we thought the Arctic was changing is conservative, with many of the scientists' predictions underestimating the rate in which ice is being lost.